then, Maras, how do you do? This is my podcast and it's just for you. It's called TED Talks and it's a load of shite, but I hope you enjoy it because I've kept it like it's about an hour long and all about Teesside, the people, the places and the Boro Pride. Now then, listen to the Ted Hanky podcast with me, Ted Hanky. This is episode 74. I don't know why I'm doing it like that, Mally. It's episode 74. How good's that?
Yeah, that was class. I thought you were doing it, you know, like that class robot. Like it was on, like, you know, Exterminate, like the Metal Mickey lads.
Oh,
he was like,
you are listening to Ted Hanky podcast, you Doyles. Yeah.
Well,
good.
Yeah, it was class.
Yeah. No, good, yeah. How are you doing all right, mate? You look a bit cheapish there. What have you been up to?
Well, no, I haven't been up to now, but let me tell you, Maras, right, our NASA's only done it again, hasn't he? Do you know what I mean, Ted? Because have a look at this. Have a look at this. What are them? Yeah, have a look at that.
What is it?
Right, there you are.
Oh, yeah.
Right, there you are. That's the vaccine, right? You know that lad, like the one that's in charge of the country.
Yeah,
Lewis Capaldi.
Yeah, Boris.
Capaldi,
yeah.
Right, Capaldi said, right, here the vaccine and they're getting it next week. Here, Nasir only has contacts, doesn't he? These are from Czechoslovakia, right? And he got hold of him and he said, this is the vaccine, and he's only knocking it out in the shop, isn't he? £1 to go.
In Love Arts, though? This is a packet of Love Arts?
Well, I had to disguise them because the, the medical people kick off, man. They're a proper cartel, them. They're like, give us 20 quid for aspirin. You know what I mean? Everyone knows it doesn't cost that much.
I'm just looking on the back there, and Pfizer Love Heart. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Right. He sorted it well out. Look at the messages on them, the class as well. Have a read of that one.
Wash your hands, you Doyle. Get class. Yeah.
And then you pop it in your mouth and you eat it, and that's you having the vaccine then, right? And even, right, if you send your email address and your bank details and your home address and a copy of your passport to NASA, right, he sends you a certificate saying you've had the vaccine.
Oh, that's good. Let's have a look at some of these messages then. Oh, hang on, let's just open them all out. Here, get them out on there. Right, so you've got wash your hands, you Doyle. There. Face space in the place. I think that's a bit wrong, isn't it, that one? But you get the message.
I think he was trying to say face in the place. Do you know what I mean?
Face in the place, London.
Exactly. Well, I like this one. I like this one. Stick it in your mouth for a good time.
Yeah,
that was one of my suggestions when he was tipping them out there the other day.
Scrub your flange.
That's in preparation for the after lockdown orgy that we're all going to have. That's why that says scrub your flange.
Keep your distance, dickhead. That's a good one. Yeah, put that one over there. I like that one.
No, you're right. I don't read the bottom bit there. It says keep your distance, dickhead, Mala. Why is he saying that?
Yeah, I know. Good these. That's a good idea because everyone likes a packet of Love Arts and everyone reads the messages before you take them, don't you?
Yeah, and, right, there's them lads and lasses out there, and some of you podcasters might be them, right, that are like, I'm not trusting that. I'm not putting a vaccine in me. I don't trust what they do. But we spoke about this before, haven't we, Ted?
Yeah.
These are the same people that buy a bag of cheeky off someone who's made some stuff up in his bathtub.
Yeah. I'm not putting that vaccine in me, Chantal, because, you don't know what's in it, and it might make us proper sick, and the bairns will be dead. Like our Bronson won't be able to go to school and that. No, but you'll have a big bag of whiffy full of dog worming tablets up your nostrils, won't you silly cow?
Yeah, followed by a big brutal shag from a Norton lad. Well,
yeah. Do you get one of them with a vaccine? You get.
Well, NASA could arrange anything you wanted. But you know what I've been doing, Ted? Right? I've been sussing this. I've been going round and giving it to the girls, haven't I? So I've been knocking on the door, and I've been like, do you want the vaccine and that? Because you haven't been out in ages, have you? And they're like, I'm Mala, and I'm just selling it. So I bought this for £1. right? And I've been selling each one £4. So I have made, are you ready?
Yeah.
£6.
£6. Yeah, they're only the little small packets, aren't they? They're not the full length Love Art packets. The little small ones you get in, like, you know, them Halloween Haribo pots.
Well, the big ones, they're a £5.
Yeah. Wow.
So I'm just having these, man. Yeah, but I tell you what, right? The idea is that I can get enough girls to take them ready in preparation for the orgy that you're going to be hosting.
True, yeah. I am planning on having a hedonistic 2021 shagathon once all this is over, and I think everybody needs... For charity, of course it is, yeah, for charity and for the drainage of my nutsack, because it's massive at the minute. But that's good, yeah, because we can get them all... I'm thinking about this. I think there's only a small market for the Love Arts. Like I said, it's a good option because everyone reads them and eats them, but not everyone will be looking at Love Arts. We should have a look at other mainstream products to get it out there to all of the fat lasses. all of the people out there to get the vaccine. Can you think of any other methods, Mala?
Right, all you girls in Teesside, and I love yous, right, and we are Teesside, we are proud, but they love a lip filler, don't they? Do you know what I mean?
Shall we do a top 5? Is that your number 5, lip filler?
But I don't want to be like just picking on the girls because you know what I mean, Ted.
That's all right. No, we'll do some unisex products, lip filler. Well, I don't know. Like some I've seen some lads with lip filler, you know, and their eyebrows done, and they just look like silly bastards.
Yeah, I call them sexy bastards, me, them lads. Like, because sometimes when I'm pissed, they look like, you know, when Sinead O'Connor had a skinhead.
Yeah.
Right, looks like that. Right, but then, like, you get home and in the morning, turns out to be Barry from down the club.
Barry Lipfiller.
Yeah, Barry Lipfiller. Yeah.
Right, so yeah, lip filler, that's a good one, that, because it'll be injected into your lips and therefore entering into the bloodstream and giving you nice plump lips. That's good. I like that one. For me, number 4, I think a good way to get this vaccine out there with the masses and into people is by putting it on the tip of every bookie pen.
Sure. So you can say something else.
You're in the bookies, all the fellas, and some of the lasses who do a bit of gambling in the bookies. They're picking up the bookies' pens, they're stealing the bookies' pens, they're putting them behind the ear, they're biting them. It's getting into the bloodstream, so you can have that dipped in the vaccine.
Well, yeah, right. Another one to do, right? Because remember when we used to watch the offshore lads on here?
Yeah.
Right. Put it on the end of one of the offshore lads' willies, because them lads get around and all the girls love them because they're dead handsome, and it's not to do with how much money they have, is it?
No, so offshore peckers.
Offshore tail.
Yeah, offshore tail, yeah. Offshore tail is in number 3 there. You can have that constantly sapping.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, can constantly have it sapping at the end of the genitals, ready for acceptance or entrance. Yeah, that's a good one, that, Alan, number 3. I think number 2 has got to be the chicken parmo, hasn't it? And we'll have the bechamel sauce laced with the Pfizer vaccine. And I think that will end up getting 70 to 75% of Teesside population.
Yeah, well, I'm going to get the rest of them in a minute. Now you've said that. Right, I've got the rest of them. Right, we're going to close the gap here. This is why, Capaldi, if you want to know the vaccination thing for Teesside, Ted and Mala will sort you out because we've got it covered, haven't we?
Yeah.
Right. The number 1, I reckon, is you put it on the seats on borough taxis. Do you know what I mean? Because there must be at least 10 million borough taxis cutting around.
That's really good, yeah.
Yeah. You'll be on a borough taxi, man. Do you know what I mean? The class. So, like, all the mums and that who want to get the nippers to school, hey, you get in a taxi, Chantel. Like, you know what I mean? Like, still in the pyjamas there, do that. Do you know what I mean? And they get in the taxi. Then, like, you know, when I'm going for my gyro. Yeah. Right, I get in a taxi now. Right, now, fair enough. Like, to be fair, right, when I get back, I've spent my gyro on a taxi. But it means I don't have to walk, do I?
No, it's true. Hey, so are you saying that it should be laced on the chairs, or should it be that when that person sits in the seat, they're just puffed with some gas? Because I've got a funny feeling some of them taxi drivers, like the one we know, Sleazy Gavino, he will replace that gas with chloroform.
I think we just put it on the seats, man, because then we're guaranteed, aren't we?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it can seep into the body via osmosis.
Yeah, I like that, yeah. So we'll have a quick run down the top 5 here. 5, lip filler. 4, Bucky's pen. 3, offshore tails. 2, the Parmo. And number 1, taxi driver's seats. Oh,
well, we've covered everything there, man.
I think that would be a full-out vaccination program of Teesside done within a week.
Oh, well, or like alternatively, you could just get one mum on Facebook to say that she's like been cheated on by a lad, and then they'll go, oh, inbox me, hun, right? And when they all inbox her, poof, get the vaccine.
It's a good approach, yeah. I think I know what you mean with that. Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah,
you put that as a reserve.
Reserve there. I brought that down. Reserve.
Inbox, because I always inbox them me, because I'm thinking, you know what I mean? There's a bit of slice on the go there, isn't there?
Yeah, I've just put reserve big mums, because they're normally big mums, aren't they? Who do with that? Big
mum slice.
Big mum slice. Slice a big mummage. Yeah.
I tell you what though, Ted, right? I am proper happy, because as you can know, like, look at the shed now, right? When I moved in here, right, when lockdown started all them moons ago, it was just a shed. Now look at it, man. It's a palace.
It is.
I've got a TV, right? I've got, I don't have to, share the bed with Genghis and that now. He sleeps at the bottom.
Guitar. Got a guitar.
It's class, man.
Yeah.
I've got a guitar. Like, look, I've got everything. I've got all these posters up here. Everything, it's mint in here. Like, the postman comes by. The policemen know where I am. So everything's mint.
You're still shitting in a bucket though, aren't you?
Well, it's therapeutic. Do you know what I mean? Like, have you ever not, right? Here, there's no better. Lads, join me on this, Teesside, right? Like, you're dying for a wee, and you just roll to the side and pick up a 2-litre empty bottle of Fanta, right? And you just put your willy in the end of it and just fill it up.
I thought you were going to say scutlet there.
Don't knock it over when you wake up in the morning.
It's confusing though if you're picking Fanta and you've had a dehydrated night. You know, you could wake up and be, look.
That's funny, right? That does happen. That does happen quite. That's why I stopped having Sprite. You know, when I was overhydrated, and I thought, no. But yeah, it does. They do it in a Fanta bottle, because if someone comes in and goes, "Hey, yeah, what's that on the floor?" It's a bottle of Fanta in it, and it looks like a bottle of Fanta. Just don't smell it.
I remember when we were kids, and we used to go and play in Thorncliffe Road Park, and our mate Bin Bob, he found a bottle of Woodpecker cider in the bushes, and it was full, and he opened it and started drinking it, but I think it was a champ's piss. And then we found a jazz mag in the bush, and we all looked at what a real tuppence looks like.
Yeah, proper hairy tuppence. I remember that.
Yeah.
I've got that.
He's up there near the window. Oh, fucking hell. Man, yeah, I remember.
Well, I knew you'd never chuck out a jazz mag.
Never.
Hey, that's what they do for today. Never going to have other, like, proper class jazz mags and everything else. They've just got internet porn. I mean, you can't keep that forever, can you? You've got to wipe your browser every now and again.
Exactly. And all you have to do now is wipe your jazz mag, you know, because it gets a bit sticky. So.
Yeah, well, it is laminated. I did that when I was in prison last time. It was class.
Yeah, it's not laminated with plastic though, is it? Your own lamination juice. You've laminated that way. You produce like quite see-through spermicide, don't you, Mala? So.
Well, speaking of spermicide, seamless link, or should I say a semen link?
Good, yeah.
Clever now, you know. I've been reading loads in here. Right, Ted, thinking about this, right, I was always big into starting my business, wasn't I?
Yeah.
And haven't you been helping businesses recently?
Yeah, well, you'll have seen I've put I've offered to help businesses. I've put a little advert out on Facebook, because a lot of local businesses in Teesside, smaller businesses as well, they're going to need a bit of a kickstart in 2021. So what I've offered is I'll film them a social media video together. I'll help them write it, we'll produce it, and we'll put it out there and try and whatever product or whatever it is they want to sell and promote, I'll help them with my marketing expertise and video skills and presenting skills. We can make it funny, we can make it serious. It's up to you. All you've got to do is email me at info@TED tedhanky.com. Just tell me a bit about your business before Sunday, December the 20th, and then I'll choose the one, and then we'll do it in the new year. It'll be class.
Yeah, well, it's like Dragon's Den, right? Except it's Ted's shed instead of Dragon's Den. And instead of like people coming up here, they're just going to like chew you down over the phone and they'll send you an email. Yeah. But right, what if it's like bulk all and it's Gibbon? He's like, well, yeah, plastic lads, you sort us out with an advert, Ted. You know what I mean? Like proper Tesco's, yeah, do us a Christmas advert, Ted.
I'll do it, yeah. I'm not doing them ones for free, though. I don't care. I don't care how much the finances are falling. They're still loaded. I want to out, like, I don't know, like Mickey's parsnips or something like that, you know? something like that. Yeah,
I help loads of people during this time, small businesses as well, because, right, when I pinch from your shop, right, think about this. Who do you have to tell? The police. What do the police have to do? They have to get paid, don't they? Because they've got to keep them lads in work and lasses, right? Because all they've been doing is driving round to Great Ayton and going, Mally, get out of that pub, you're not from round here. Doubt it, because they keep on doing that to me. I've tried it twice this week, right? You're not in tier 2. We're going to put you and make you tier 3, as in, like, they're going to make me have 3 tiers when they batter us, right? But, like, what else do the shopkeepers need? They need insurance, don't they? Yeah. So when I pinch, the insurance pays out. Think about it that way.
Good, yeah, that's a good idea, that, Mally, yeah.
I don't know if they pay out for one bars, like, but like that's primarily what I target. You know, I've cornered the market in one bars in Thornby.
Just imagine an auditor walking in the shop yesterday. I believe you've got a claim in for 3 one bars and 6 chomps.
Yeah, who's having chomp? I doubt it. I wouldn't dare have that. Someone else they're putting an insurance claim. I'll be telling them no one's been nicking chomp. No one's got the teeth in for a bit to have chomps.
No.
Do you know, too much chewing.
I think that's why Freddo's overtaken the chomps as the cheaper chocolate of choice.
It's going to be. Bluetooth's not a technology; it's a disease of the mouth.
yeah. See, well done, you with the little snaggly blue teeth. Yeah. Hey, Mal, listen, I'm tired. I hosted that lip sync tournament last night for charity online on Sunday night. Get Lippy. It was brilliant, mate. I know you didn't see it because I wouldn't let you watch it, but it was.
I was in bed one night, but do you know me?
It was class, mate. We raised £150 for Trussell Trust, Billingham and Stockton Food Bank. How good's that?
Yeah, class, man. That's wicked, that.
I know. And the winner, it was a joint winner. Mally, who listens to the show, he won, did Oasis Roll with it, but also a chap called Andrew Timms did Perfect Day by Lou Reed Various Artists version and used loads of props in that, and that was class. And they both got the same votes and split the prize money and gave it back to charity, bless them. So it was a great all-round tournament. Well done, you daft bellwhiffs.
Yeah, I'm well happy with that. But you know me, I'm like a proper, like, staunch lad, aren't I? So I'm having our lad who always supports us. Like, we should have rigged this, Ted. You should have rigged it.
I tried.
Because you know what I mean. He's a regular lad, isn't he?
He is, yeah. He's got a bar. He's got a bar, Mally, and he said he's in his garden, and it's a Beatles bar called Mally's Tavern. And he said, me and you can go around and burgle it. I mean, have a drink in it when we're allowed. So but I'm telling you now, he can't come round the shed because it is. You're not welcome around here.
No, but we could meet him at a various location of his choice. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, we know Redcare, so we're coming armed.
Yeah, we'll meet him on the beach and just bury him.
Well, but like Nasir's car, you mean?
yeah. It's not hard. That sand on Redcare Beach, like fucking hell, you'd need like a pickaxe. So, listen, I tell you though, mate, I don't know if you've seen. It's a bit of a seamless link into this next topic of discussion. It isn't really. The Olympics have announced a new approved sport. They've only approved fucking breakdancing as an approved sport in the next Olympics, mate. How daft is that?
Yeah, well, how is that? I don't get it, me. Right? Do they have darts in yet?
I think they do, yeah.
Oh. I think right. If they better have darts, right? I'm pretty sure, right? Hey, where's my Google machine? Right, Teddy, you do your Googling now. If they don't have darts in there, I'm going to bat somebody.
Right, here we go. Hang on. Google machine. Is darts in the Olympics? Hang on, let's see what it says. There are currently 37 officially recognised Olympic sports, and darts, a game that has long been played by drinkers in English pubs and bars, is not one of them, dickhead.
Well, I'm not having this at all. It's a disgrace. Breakdancing, I'll break your necks. Look at you, just trying to make out so you can get another Olympic medal in America or whatever. Darts is class. Do you know what I mean? And, right, you know for a fact as well, there's loads of lads who play darts, the Scottish lads, right, and they never win out. Think about that. Give them lads a chance. There's Welsh lads, there's Irish lads, there's English lads, there's that Danish lad who plays. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And there's other lads, but mainly, maybe it is all England and like Denmark and all that. But still, you breakdancing, behave.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
And I've just read surfing is in, karate, and, check this one out, sport climbing. What the fucking hell is sport climbing? Do you just climb over a hill in your best kit?
Is it like when the police when I carved up the transporter and the police were shouting us down?
But fucking
what are you doing, man? Sport climbing,
you Doyle.
Practicing for the Olympics.
Breakdancing. I mean, if we could add some more sports apart from darts to the breakdancing, what would you add, Mala?
Well, what into the Olympics?
Yeah.
Well, if they're adding fucking breakdancing, right, I want like something better, like disco dancing or something. Why not? Country dancing, do you remember doing that in your knickers when we were at school and that?
The Thornaby two-step.
Yeah, what about Peter Saint's warm-up? When you jumped the limbo stick and you used to do all that in the soccer academy? It's only if Peter's listening, bless you.
Right. What about Knocky Door Run? That'd be a good one to add, wouldn't it?
Oh, well, Knocky Door Run. Like, we would be the best. Like, how do you do that? Is it like you all start together and knock and sprint like fucking some old bloke comes on and goes,
yeah, you get chased. You get chased off some mad old bastard in his slippers, right? And you've got to jump edges in people's gardens as you're knocking on. It's like an assault course, but it starts off by knocking on this mad twat's door. I thought it'd be class. I'd watch that every year.
Yeah, I tell you what, right? PE would have been different, like, because they always used, if you could go out and start breakdancing, everyone comes out, like, you remember, like in your gym kit, someone just comes out in a full Adidas trim tracksuit, you know what I mean? You put the jumpers on and just starts body popping. What are you doing? Hey, I'm doing some PE. Class, man. Hey, I'm doing all this.
Your PE teacher has to show you how to do it. Hey, check out my breakdancing. Wait, try it like that for, sir?
Yeah, I remember that lad.
He got suspended. He blacked up as well, which was really bad.
I remember that lad, yeah. He was mental, wasn't he? That's the thing, class, though, right? Think about this. Like, when the police, like, and I'm begging, like, I do somehow because, you know what I mean? Why not? Do you know what I mean? If like, all them sweet people are into it, I thought, why not? Right? But if I'm begging and I've got my cardboard out there, and just the police come and I can just lay it on the floor and start body popping and saying, what are you doing? And I'll be like, I'm just practicing for an Olympic sport. Or is this going to happen? Think about this, Ted, right? So Great Britain win, right? Best beat, is it beat? No, it's breakdancing, right? But beatboxing could be in it. Right, but win best breakdancing. Then it goes a week later in the paper, got disqualified, drugs. He was on E. Do you know, just proper class going.
Yeah, that's great. Did you know what? I was thinking, like, there's some obvious ones like bin dipping, flange tickling, scuttling. I reckon I'd be a gold medalist in the scuttling heats. You have to go through a series of qualifiers and European championships to qualify for the Olympics, and then you've just got to do some real deep scuttling in the final. I'd be good at that. But my favourite one, which I think should definitely be part of the Olympics, is, now you'll have seen this, the Russians and the big Eastern Europeans do a lot of this, and the Ukrainians, it's those world slapping tournaments, right? Have you seen them where they just stand opposite each other and they get the fucking face braiding off a big massive Russian hand and just smack each other around the face? You could have, like, I don't know, Fat Tracy from Berwick Hills entering that because she's used to battering her lad for cheating.
Yeah, you've got to take your rings off, though.
Yeah.
From Berrigan, bang, 6 sovereigns, you know what I mean? Broke on the floor, never wakes up.
You see, like, if you get, I don't know, like big Barry Knuckles in it like that, and he's dipping his hands in the chalk, and then he claps his hands, and he just thinks he's dropped a bag of whiffing, and he's like, oh, no!
Yeah, that could be it. Like, you know, like in the beginning, when weightlifters put their hands in the they just before that, they just have a quick, and then boom, well, I'm used to that though, because not taking drugs. Don't get me wrong, I don't do none of that matters. Right? No, I'm used to that because I get slapped all the time. You know, when I pinch from the sleppy. From the little Polish shop.
Yeah. He's got like a hand the size of a foot, and he just covers you on.
It's called Marek. He's mint.
Yeah.
Love him. All right, Marek. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, he batters all the time, but he's class.
That's classic, because you were quite good at taking a slap, but you don't quite have the slappage return, whereas I'm good at slapping people with me chep. I wonder if you can do that. Cock slapping.
Maybe what we should do is, like, you know, you have tennis and you have doubles.
Yeah.
You just stand up. Hey, yeah, you can take another one. And I'll
give them. Yeah, I'll be up for that, mate. Yeah.
Well, if it gets us famous and it gets us out of the harsh break. Yeah, right, hang on a second. Right. Breakdancing. So, like, are we going to have montages about people, like, how they've trained for years breakdancing? You know, like proper Rocky montages, and they're just spinning on their heads.
But it's a good point, and I've got a good point here. Do you think the world champion breakdancers, when they keep returning back for future tournaments, will just be wearing all of the medals? And swinging them around as they're dancing? You know, that's going to weigh them down, isn't it?
Well, I tell you now, the drugs test, like I said, will be different. Yeah, he tested for whiz, didn't he, just before? Everyone knows it's an enhancement when you're breakdancing.
I mean, we're just assuming that people from, like, the Western world will be choosing sort of hip-hop, usual type of breakdancing music. Then you might get someone from, like, a Far Eastern country or a Middle Eastern country just having some sort of mad music on and breakdancing, like dong 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 like, what the fuck's he dancing now?
That's probably the best stereotype music I've ever heard. It's like whenever you watch Enter the Dragon.
That was
and
Swedish.
That
was a Swedish backing track, that, mate. What are you on about?
What? Pretty good. Yeah, well, you're right, though. They couldn't they?
Yeah.
They could choose their own different types of music. Right, but what they're going to do in the Paralympics? They have to do both, but I think that's a bit harsh, because the lad in the wheelchair will just do loads of spin rounds.
That's a good point. I shouldn't laugh about the poor buggers who can't do the full breakdancing, but you're right though. Yeah, like somebody could. I mean, I'm sorry, but if somebody has no arms and legs and they're doing that spinny thing, it can go for ages. spinning on his head.
Someone have to turn him first, like the top, and then go on that thing. Well, we shouldn't laugh, but it's a good point, because you know, everything's got to be fair. So if one set of people do it, other sets of people do it, like transgender and that, they'll do it as well, and everyone else will do it, because it's only fair, and that's okay with me. Do you know what I mean? But let's be realistic here, people. Do we really want to be sanding people on the edge with no legs and arms and spinning them? That sounds cool to me. Do you know what I mean? Olympics, have a look at yourself, man. It's disgusting.
Yeah, and for the purpose of the listeners, we may have just finally overstepped the boundaries in one of our discussion points here. So please do not log any complaints with officials.
It's all done in jest, man. Do you know what I mean? We're not the cruel-gets that are doing it in the Olympics. You want to have a word with their Olympic committees. Breakdancing, are we, Ted?
Yeah. Right, I think we've got a little advert to play here, Marla, for Christmas, for the Christmas special show we're going to do. I'm not going to say anything more about it. I'm just going to play it. Christmas like no other Christmas.
Well, getting a chopper home for Christmas. You know what I mean?
Getting on the party train. Christmas time. Luxurious presents paid for by tax-free earnings.
Well, wouldn't want one of them onshore turkeys, mind.
What do you mean, buddy? Like, what's an offshore turkey?
Well, it's a seal, isn't it? You know what I mean? But it's offshore.
You deaf bastard. A wild, festive night out on the town.
And you know what I mean? I'm going to go round your mind and I'm going to show the girls what's in my sack. You know what I mean? I think...
I'm going to proper scuttle you. I am going to scuttle you deep. Oh, you know you want it. You want it, don't you? You probably want it.
Well...
Coming to the Ted Hanky Podcast on Wednesday, December the 23rd. The return of two of Teesside's most lovable rogues. The Offshore Boys. Two brightlings and a bag of whiffy.
Certainly will be a white Christmas, you know what I'm saying?
Don't you worry, buddy. Piebo's got the 8-ball. Let it snow up me nose.
Well...
Oh, Vala, the back, mate. I can't wait to hear that, can you?
Well, yeah, wouldn't want one of your offshore Santas, do you know what I mean?
You wouldn't want one of your... You've already said... I was going to say that bit.
Yeah, where you could do 5 on 3 off.
Yeah, 5 on 3 off, mate. There we go, I did it.
Yeah, proper bubble of Christmas, innit, you know what I mean?
There we go.
Yeah, lads of class getting on the chopper class. Yeah, can't wait for them, lads. I've been missing them.
Oh, class. And I believe the episode at Christmas is going to be not only a double up of the Offshore Boys, but also the Rockcliffe Files, and we're going to play the next episode of that for you now. Yeah. Middlesbrough FC, or as they're so affectionately known as, the Boro, the heart of the community in Middlesbrough, a football team who've been successful both on and off the pitch. You know, they've won cups, they've had star players like Janino, Ravanelli, you name it, they've done it. And now, we, the film crew, are behind the scenes here with the new manager, Neil Warlock. And here he is complaining about the dressing rooms at Stoke. Gibbo, Mr. Gibbo, are you in?
Come on in, Neil. Come on in.
Oh, listen, I'm fucking furious. I am fucking furious.
Neil, calm down. What's up for you, lad? Come on, tell me.
Stoke. Did you see the state at changing rooms? Why didn't you have a word?
Well, we've got a little story here, Neil. You see, me and a couple of the lads, you know what I mean? We'd met up before in the changing rooms and they were quite pleasant, so we got a couple of brass round, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And, we made them all wet. And it got a bit messy in the changing room, so whatnot and all the rest of it. Not whatnot, he wasn't there. I mean, there was lots of, goings on, you know what I mean? So there was some spillage of lady fluids, and I believe that is what you think was on the floor in the changing rooms. But we left it in the best condition we could.
It was a fucking porter cabin. It stunk of fish. It were a shithole. And now that explains a lot, you mucky sods. Were you partying with my players? That will explain why they wouldn't run through a brick wall for me in that game.
Well, yeah, what it was we thought we'd do a warm-up, a pro warm-up, with pros. So we went through a couple, and I tell you what, right, I'm telling you now, a Samba Dongalonga, I tell you what, he can proper smash it if you get him involved in the right position. That's all I'm going to say. We've been using him wrong.
I'm glad you're saying that because he can't smash a fucking football in the back of the net.
Oh, he can smash something, let me tell you now. Anyway, let's discuss something more, what we're going to do with the upcoming season, the rest of the season coming up, because like I told you, Watmore can score, and he had 2, didn't he?
Oh,
and
he's
he
done well, what not? He has, yeah, the little ginger bastard. Listen, I just want to put a point out there now before we get started, Steve, that when Stoke come to our ground, right, I want you to make sure that they are in a changing room that can only be described as a porter cabin full of shit. Right?
Yeah, well, I'll put him, that's fine, that's no problem. I'll put him in Jonathan Woodgate's old office. Yeah, because that was always, it was full of crap on it sometimes.
Oh, was that?
Yeah, hang on, come in.
Did I hear you mention my name there, boss? You said my name, didn't you? Wait.
Woody lad, that was your mother.
Oh, fucking hell.
Beautiful.
Yeah, she's all right. She's all right, Mr. Gibson, yeah. She sends her regards.
Let me tell you, she should start using right guard, never mind regards. Sometimes she goes a bit pongy.
Steve, what's he still doing working here? I told you to get shot at that shower of shite a long time ago.
He is now my new press officer, Neil.
And
what he's been doing is he's been given lots of interviews to the press, haven't you, Jonathan?
Yeah, I did an interview the other day. I don't know if you've seen this, Mr. Warlock, right? But it was about me when I was in charge of this team before you, and I wasn't. I feel like, and I don't care what you say about this, Mr. Gibson, right? But I feel like I was set up. I was feel like 50%, maybe even 60% of the people out there didn't want me in the job.
Well, they were fucking right, weren't they? Because you were shite.
Neil, right. Is it his fault that we lost 26 games in the season?
Yes.
Is it his fault that probably our 2 best players this season, Bowler, Marker Bowler, that is, and the other lad, the lad that you put to bed at night, Steely Dick. Is it his fault that them 2 decided that they weren't going to play for our Jonathan?
It's nothing to do with that, Jonathan. You listen to me, right? You didn't give them the love and attention they needed because they're fantastic players, but they're also fantastic human beings, and you just treat them like lads.
Well, I treat everyone like lads, like one of the lads, you know what I mean? Like, we'll go to the pub, we'll have a pint, we'll pork a lass. That's, I thought that's what they wanted.
You got it wrong, you shithead.
Who's that? Hang on a second. Come in. Hi, boss. Hi, me, Mark Bowler. Yeah, I've just come in to speak to Jonathan on his return because he did sign me, didn't he? And I have been playing terribly well for you, Neil, haven't I?
Yeah, you've been doing really well. I tell you what, your accent's scrubbed up lovely. I was just going to say.
I am originally from the Arsenal Academy, you see, and a lot of people don't know is that actually, I was rather bound, but I got a football, but I just bloody loved football. I bloody loved it. So what I decided to do is, pop my boots on and use a bit of athletic flair, and I ended up playing in Blackpool eventually before Jonathan came and got me, didn't you, Jonathan?
Yeah, I thought I like him. He's fast. He's good. Got a good left foot and that, and he's good. He's got a good name, good surname.
It's Mark Bowler. That's how I preferred Mark. It's more continental. You see, Jonathan, there's a couple of things I'd like to speak to you about. You see, when you got me from Blackpool, you had lovely hair, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
And then I turned up here and you cut it off. I had no interest in playing for such an ugly man. I thought you were beautiful.
Right, hang on a minute, Matty Bowler. Get out now. You're getting a bit too homoerotic in here, and Stevie doesn't like that. He only likes brass in the office.
Yeah, well, we're multicultural people, Neil. I did know that Mark Bowler likes men and women alike because he's a multi-use player, isn't he? He can play left wing, left back, right tackle, and up front.
Yeah, and for you, driving bulk haulage vehicles up and down country.
Yeah. Actually, Neil, I haven't been driving the bulk haul, have I? I've been a personal chauffeur to many a man and many a brass that Steve brings up and down the country. Anyway, I've got to go, Steve. I'll bring a latte to the desk. Bye. Thanks, boss. I'll see you later.
All right,
bye.
See you.
See you later, Bowler.
Right, hang on, right. Woodgate, listen. You've got to stop doing these press interviews and talking about your time at the club. You're no longer here. It's irrelevant, right? We've got a good thing going here. I don't need a shithouse like you putting the team back down.
Listen, all I'm saying, Mr. Warlock, is the table doesn't lie, does it? Table doesn't lie, and it didn't lie when I got the manager of the month award before you did.
Yeah, but the difference is, right, when you got yours, you kept fucking losing. I lost one, and then I won, and I might lost again, but I'm going to keep winning.
To be fair, Neil, you know, the dressing room full of pure snakes, isn't it? You know what I mean?
No, yeah. Proper snakes, like, you know, backstabbing snakes, man. Fucking lot of them, the snaky bastards. You know what I mean? One good laughs on a bag. Whack.
Inboxes later, Jonathan. We'll talk all about it.
I'm going.
Get out now. Listen, Stevie. Listen, if you don't...
I'll get rid of him. All right. This is the last time you will see him in an official capacity for the club, at least. He might have to work for me.
Just remember, I've got that video of you and the Mayor of Middlesbrough tag teaming them brass.
Well, of course, that's what won him the election. What you're on about? That was the campaign he ran with. That was on ITV News. He loved it, you know. That's one of our own, you know. Everyone likes to see one of ours get ball deep. It's class. This is our Boro. You know, we are Teesside. We are proud. Hey, Neil, let me tell you what I'm more concerned about. Right, every player we seem to assign seems to have some wafty accent. And it does concern me. Well, I just wonder how it's going to go.
I don't judge them on how they talk. I judge them on how they walk or play football in this.
Or mince, as Marker did out there.
Very true. Very true. Yes.
Right, Neil, anyway, I've got to get off because I've got to give Jonathan a lift home because the 115 doesn't pass his house and his mum will be furious.
Right, okay. And I've got to get home as well because my gout's playing up.
Next week, Neil Warlock really addresses his gout problem.
Me fucking leg's killing.
Classic episode there of the Rockcliffe Files. Mark Bowler, I'd call him with that posh accent, Bowler at. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no wonder, right? He'd probably get served in anywhere in Teesside with that voice, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, he was too posh for me, you know, but he's good footballer, I like that. That's good, yeah. What are you doing with that bum bag anyway? You're filling up your bum bag there, what's going on?
Yeah, well, think about this. I don't think I'm breaking any lockdown rules, right? But I know there's loads of mammarage going up. You know, if you go all the way up, like, towards Yarm, and then there's a road where the airport is, isn't there?
Yeah.
Right? And then there's a place called Middlesbrough St George, right? And there's loads of mums from this estate. I've seen them.
Loads,
right? Around there, I'm going to start delivering these love arts. And hopefully, do you know what I mean? They might want me to do a bit of work.
Do it. I might come with you actually. And go and start the Capri up outside, and I'll I know you can't drive it, but then I'll drive us there. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, passes that. I need to siphon from next door. Passes that tube.
All right, mate. There you go.
Well, I see you later, Maris. I'll catch you later.
Yeah, just wait for me. Yeah, see you later, Mala there. Off to a new housing estate in Middlesbrough St George that is wall to wall with Mamage Flange, and I just can't miss out on that opportunity. So I'm gonna have a quick wee, come back, tell you a goodbye, and then I'm off to give Mala a hand. Oh, there we have it. That was a good wee that. Right, I'm going to go and jump in the car with Mala and see if we can tackle all this man flange over in MSG, Middlesbrough St George. So a big thank you to the sponsors of the show, Boro Fan TV, Showcase Comedy, and the last stop to Edinburgh Comedy Festival. Cheers, guys. Check them out on Facebook. Thank you again to everyone who took part and contributed in the Get Lippy Lip Sync final and who watched it and donated. Cheers, Matters. That's superb stuff. Look out on my Facebook page for a live Q&A on crime with Boro Batman. He's begged me for this, so that's going to be happening at some point this week. I think it's going to be maybe Thursday night, so check that out. And what I said earlier on about any businesses out there, you know, you could be a small independent business, a bar, a shop, a trade, provide craft services, anything like that. And if you want me to help you make a little promo video, and you know, I'll even be in it and do some daft stuff with you. We'll script it together, storyboard it, all that malarkey, and then we'll create you for free a nice video for your social media pages. You know what I mean? So I can't do everyone, so I'll just have to pick like the most worthy causes. So if you think that's you, just drop me an email to info@tedhanky.com.
Nice one. I look forward to receiving them. And yeah, it looks like the Offshore Boys are coming back on that December the 23rd episode. So hopefully we'll be drip feeding you some little bits from that over the next couple of weeks. So keep tuning in, keep spreading the word, keep sharing the podcast, invite your matters, invite your flangers, and leave us a 5-star review on iTunes. That'd be proper class. So as always, thanks for listening. Up the Boro and believe.